Good morning, I'm Max. This is nothing fancy here, but I just want to talk through an idea and I want to see if I can get any feedback or any extra ideas to make this idea come to fruition. I've had this idea or a version of this idea for a really long time, and I want to make it happen. I think there's part of me that's a little nervous to do so because I need to know more what I'm doing, and I need to, see the vision a little bit clearer. So the idea is for a wellness center that is for anybody, sick or well, but that can help bring about wholeness inside of a person. This is more than just a place to come treat an illness or to break one habit. This is a total lifestyle transformation. And I want to do this by integrating lots of different aspects of health. Health for mind, body, and soul, naturally, with it being holistic, and using various modalities or experiences to create that sense of wholeness. These might include things like meditation retreats, silence retreats, yoga. It could be breath work, hot or cold exposure, dance, ritual exercises, or even like rites of passage or vision quests. There could be seminars on nutrition or on lifestyle change and sleep. There could be moments for further education on certain things you can intake into your body or ways of living life that could help you just be a healthier person. And then also partnering that with community. So learning how to move into your regular life and still build community, have family, friends, good relationships. So just building every piece one on top of the other, from basics like sleep, food, and exercise, all the way up through finances, community, and then even deeper maybe than food and water and exercise and sleep would be just meaning making. So figuring out what's your purpose. So we can address that with rites of passage, with vision quests, with experiences or visions you have on a silent retreat, or even through journaling or artistic expression. So this idea is so big to me that I don't know how to contain it. There's so many pieces to the puzzle of where it would be. I'm from Chattanooga, and that's where I would like this to be, Chattanooga, Tennessee. But there's so many other people that need to be involved, and experts in all of those fields, in sleep, in breath work, in meaning making. I've read a lot of different authors that address different pieces of that puzzle. And as much as I want to be able to address each one of those things, I know that I can't, and I'm not going to be the expert. But I see the vision of it being out somewhere rural, on land, a large piece of land, obviously on land, not on water. But there's an area to hike and walk in the woods. There's an area to grow food for like the cooking class, nutrition class, or food for meals to share communally. So there's a large property. And then there's obviously buildings on that property, but some can house different things. Mainly we need a big classroom for group sessions of whatever sort. Ideally, I do also see this property maybe being close to a national forest or somewhere where you can even go off even further. In my mind, at one point, it was right next to Prentice Cooper here in Chattanooga. So basically, you could hike a trail and just go straight in and wander in the woods and do some solo journeying or whatever you needed to do. Obviously, there would need to be a kitchen, there would need to be lodgings, and group space for different experiences outside or inside. Anyway, it's a big idea. There's lots of pieces, there's lots of details on how you would structure different little experiences or retreats. You could bring in speakers. You could promote educational materials via YouTube or podcasts. There's so many avenues for this knowledge, and from what I see right now, all of these pieces of the puzzle have been taken individually. And I just want to create something where all of this can be wrapped up into one. You could have access to all of these different exercises throughout a weekend or a week-long retreat. And also try to figure out ways to implement them on a daily basis. And that's where maybe this idea actually has a retreat arm where we're off solo somewhere, and then it has a city arm where there is a little center closer to town, closer to where many people live, where people can go in and check in, and it can be quiet place for meditation, or for a place for yoga, or it could have little seminars, just a little mindfulness retreat inside the city, which we had at one point here in Chattanooga, and the pandemic kind of broke it apart. But that would be the idea. So there's a connection point in the city, and then if you need a bigger retreat, you can go out there to the more rural, if you will, retreat center. Places I've seen this, well, I haven't personally experienced it, but the Art of Daily Living in Boone, North Carolina seems to have a version of this that I am interested in. I want to go experience it. It seems to be very in line with more Eastern practices, which may be off-putting to many people who consider themselves a Christian. And again, not that I think the Art of Living is a bad place or anything. I just think some people may not access it or the full potential of something like that because they feel a little on edge around belief systems that they don't agree with. So it would be something like that. I mean, I know that place is huge, or at least it looks to be so on the internet, but they have all kinds of instructors from all over the world, it seems, and are providing a lot of really good stuff. I don't want mine to feel like a luxury retreat, if you will. I want it to feel very practical, very down to earth, and where people can walk away from it feeling like they're in a new phase of life. They're walking into something new, and not something that they can only sustain while they are there. So thanks for listening to my idea. Give me feedback. I might share more details on specific aspects of it at a later time, but I just wanted to send that out into the world to see what I get back. See if you tell me if you think it's a great idea, tell me what I should add. I mean, I would also want to host events that promote extreme physical exertion. I think that's a beautiful way of transforming, of just pushing your body to the ultimate limit. Anyway, there's a lot going on. So this is just like the basics of the idea, and maybe I'll go into more some other time. Thanks for listening. If you listened this long, and I really would appreciate your feedback. Thanks.